Now, I'm very glad to be joined by two guests. We've got Ben and Violeta from TGDA. Can you tell me what that means and why it's important and what your roles are?
So TGDA is the Tabletop Game Designers Australia. So we're an incorporated association. Our main purpose is to support tabletop game designs in Australia. It kind of is in the title. We kind of jammed it all in there really nicely. And I'm the treasurer of the association, so I look after all the money stuff, but in essence, we're an industry association here to support the industry and the designers in themselves.
And your role?
So I have just taken on the role of events lead for TGDA. I've joined recently as in the committee voted in, and I've benefited from being part of the TGDA community through my studies and seen the benefits of being able to have access to collaboratories and other events with a tribe that are taking care of me, and also investing in my productions. And so I decided that I wanted to give back now at this stage of my career.
And she picked the smallest portfolio being events because it's not very hard at all, is it?
Well, I guess when you're talking events, is that the one that I most felt the presence would be at PAX with the collaboratory. Can you tell me about that and sort of what the process is for the designers who are going there and what are they trying to do while they're at PAX?
Yeah, so collaboratory is a great partnership between us and PAX itself. So this was something that PAX wanted to do, is to support the tabletop industry and support those new designers coming through. So all the games that are at collaboratory are pre-production. So they're prototypes in various stages. So they might be almost ready to go to production and they want to test it with a live public audience, or they might be early-ish concepts that people want to test out there. So they've got a unique opportunity to come together with gamers who are keen to play games, but not necessarily designers. So I'll go back a step. When you're designing a game, and Violeta can talk more about this, is you start often playtesting with other designers. So they kind of get the idea and they have a bit more knowledge around it. But when you're at the point where you want to put it out there to the real world, you want to test it with real players and people who aren't necessarily so embedded in the game. And you've done some of the playtesting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So playtesting, I think, is just one of the most critical parts of game development. And so getting that feedback, knowing that your game is balanced, seeing how it reads, and also having the opportunity to bring it out there over 3 days. So you can always go back and adapt those changes and then test them out again to a wide audience and people that are genuinely there to support you and are there with really good advice as well. So they're almost professional play testers really that are coming in to support local a lot of the time as well. So yeah, you've got a really great audience that come through and support the collaboratories designers, but also the designers themselves. Again, it feels like a tribe. When you're in there, everyone just sort of takes you under their wing and shows you about. And it kind of feels like when you've done that, you know how to PAX.
There is an art form to it, isn't there? Yeah.
But you were alluding that the events portfolio is bigger than that. So what other sort of events are you guys running?
So as part of that whole week of PAX and the Melbourne International Games Week, TGDA hold DevCon, which is the Thursday before PAX. So that's our con where we bring all of our members together to come together. We have guest speakers, we do a lot of play testing, but that's socialisation because we have members from across all of Australia and New Zealand. So PAX is really the coming home time as still in their slogan, but it's also one we have because we get to meet up with people from Queensland, from Western Australia, New South Wales, as I said, even New Zealand. And that our DevCon is about us connecting, but also educating. So we've brought in guest speakers to talk about insurance and about IP lawyers and things like that to talk about those sorts of things, plus just sharing everyone's experience in, say, Kickstarter or something like that they might have done. So it's our little developer con, and then we go for the whole weekend, and it's a weekend of gaming and connecting. Yeah.
So yeah, it's an amazing spot to bring everyone together across the industry and adjacent crafts to not only network, but also to celebrate the awards that we present. And also one of those awards that carries over through to PAX as well, so that's quite exciting. Something that we're really excited about this year is that we've also partnered with Tabletop Con in Queensland. We have expanded our reach, and so we are representing a lot more of Australia and New Zealand, so that's expanded quite a bit. And TGDA has also grown substantially community-wide. So we really are excited about being able to show and bring the best of what we do at DebCon and Collaboratories and bring that to TTCon this year.
So I guess you talked about the sort of sharing of knowledge, and you said when you talk about PAX, you talk about taking new designers under the wing. Is that something that you think is one of the benefits of joining, is that there is sort of a wealth of knowledge that you talk about, like how to do a Kickstarter or a crowdfunding, or how to play test properly? Is that something that you found that by having these like-minded designers together, that you have that sort of, you can share that wealth of knowledge?
Yeah, and it is a very sharing culture. That's something that it is a bit unique, I guess, in the tabletop game industry, is that a mechanic isn't copyrightable. So like a mechanic is universal. So if you've got a question about how the game works, people are happy to share. I tried this, I did this thing, that looks like a take mechanic or whatever it might be, and they're willing to give that advice. It's the skin you put over it, or the world that you build around it, or your unique theme, that's the bit that's unique to you. They're putting a card down or picking a card up, that's just a mechanical thing. So that's really unique in that the designers are so willing to share that knowledge. And initially we started as just a Facebook group, and we've grown, and now we're a Discord as well. And we've also created a membership base. So you can join the Facebook or Discord, it costs nothing but your time and whatever you want to give to Mark Zuckerberg or whoever. But you can become a financial member and you get more access to more things as well as that. So that's that maturity, that growth that we've sort of now taken, is that next level. And we want to be that voice to government and to other industries to go, tabletop game design is a powerful force and can lead to a lot of more growth in Australia.
We've got such a network in our community that are very generous with their time and knowledge, and it's essentially a group of folks that want to see good games and play good games and help nurture those games and bring them to fruition as well. So something that has happened with the expansion of TGDA and reaching out further is that we've brought a lot of playtesting online. So even in regional spaces, there's always ample opportunity to join us on Discord and sit in a playtesting session. And you usually have community members there too. So we're there to sort of give a bit of a guiding hand there as well too. So yeah.
Because I've definitely seen, because I think when I was newer in the hobby, I sort of was like, I understand why prototyping is important and what I need to do it. And I was like, that's cool that that's happening, but I kind of want to just play finished games. And now that I've sort of been in the hobby a little bit more, seeing that sort of in progress nature, and sort of even, if you're a prototype, if you're playtesting, you have a tiny little role in it, but it does feel nice to be involved in the process. And you can find some stuff of like, oh, I'm keen to see how this develops. So it is worth checking out.
And that's one of the great things at PAX. We actually are part of the Collaboratory. We've got a booth there that we do stock limited Australian-made games, and often they're games that were play tested maybe even 2 years previously, and now they're published. And it's so exciting when you see the general public come up and go, oh, I play tested that, and it's like a real game now, and I can buy it and play it with my friends. It's awesome.
Like we're all helping shape these games into production, which is great. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for telling us about what's everything that's happening. And obviously, if you're designing a game in Australia or keen about the process, jump on board.
Thank you.